Hello everyone and welcome back to War in the Pacific Admirals edition. My game that is Friedrich versus TF-1377 where I'm the Allies. Of course, if you've been watching, that's pretty much all game long and the only game I have on the channel so far. So yeah, the intro is kind of moot, but here we go. So we lost the truant yesterday. Let's see if the Dutch sub here, what is this, K-17? We take 2 hits. I think they're just glancing hits, but we'll see. All right. So he's got 3 3 light vessels. Those should easily dispatch my motor gunboat. Hey, we're firing back. That's pretty cool. Oh, oof. Yeah, even one destroyer hit, a 5-inch gun or whatever size. That's a shame. All right. I thought it would be cool if we could last one more. Okay, this is I don't know what I was going to say, one more turn, but I meant, get some more shots off. Okay, there's no immediate invasion of this, but one of the things I'm just trying to do is beat up this base and keep him suppressed, also keep him guessing. Soon, I'm going to be going around Milne Bay. Oh. Okay, he's got some big guns there, or maybe not big, but he's accurate guns, I should say. All right, that was pretty epic, but we absorb it. Shell hit 1, but we shred some guns and some non-combat devices there. Come on, Searaven. There you go. We missed earlier, but then we get them second time. And that sinks. Now, these light cargo ships are perfect for, and of course we have a dud here next to truck. Those light cargo ships are perfect for firing at, for moving supplies there within the Philippine island chains. But if we sink them, he has to keep moving them in there, but also maybe replace them with full-size cargo ships, pulling them from other duties. We'll see. I mean, that may not have that much of effect. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, this Searaven's having trouble, but in the end, we ended up sinking 2 light cargo ships. That's a shame, but I don't even know what he has there. Okay, that's odd. Okay, nice. This is a full-size cargo ship. We're diving deep, and this is deep water area, so I don't know if that'll sink it, but if it's probably gonna, if it doesn't sink, it'll detach and try to go home. But we hear it sinking. So that's 3 ships. I would say could have been 4th, but it's possible the Searaven attacked twice the same ship. The same light cargo ship, but I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. I probably vocalize more complaints than really affects me. Okay, so we're bombing here again because we're going to assault this position. I'm sorry, we should have let that play out. We may have shot all three down. Oh, wow. So our I almost said Spitfires, our Hurricanes only encountered 3 of these guys, but our light P-38s encountered 15 or 16. I can't remember what the original number was, but we're knocking some of these guys out of the sky. I don't know if he's going to be losing. I don't know. Are these Navy? Are all Zeros Navy, or can some of them be Army? If they're all Navy, then man, we're really shredding his fighter pilots, his naval fighter pilots. I don't know how much this affects. How many of these Zeros flying from Tavoy are from carriers, and thus we're depriving his carriers of cap. Not that it matters this minute, we're not attacking his carriers, but while you're watching this battle, I just want to point out, if he doesn't attack us here at Rangoon today, we're going to get out to Bassine and save our troops. I think at this point we can't save the base, so let's save our troops, right? All right. So if the action doesn't heat up again too soon, there we go. All right, so we've brought them down by about half. Let's see if we can knock them all the way out. Now these are just being destroyed, which means they're not even going to fly home, refuel, do quick repairs and come back. They're actually done. Now I do see some of them leaving the area for various reasons, but the ones that are destroyed should not be resurfacing. I do have a question about that. If he has reserves in this unit, when they fly back, when this is over, will those reserves be committed if he has pilots to use them? Or will he have to wait for future turns where those reserves are funneled into the active force? I don't know if that question makes sense, but I don't think we lost any of our P-38s. But I believe we shot down more than half of his Zero, more than 7 that it's showing. All right. And whatever's left is going to be taken out right here. Yeah, sorry, I'm not commenting much because there's not much to say. His force here is smaller than ours, so he's bombing to kind of soften us up, and I just don't see it. I don't see it happening, but he may be bringing in reinforcements. These are our troops trying to get back across the river, trying to get down this road here. Take the road less traveled here. Okay, these guys are strafing again. Let's get through that. If nothing else, we're getting some experience and havocs as well. All right, where did these Zeros come from? I thought well, let's get through that. I don't understand. I thought we swept like every Zero from the sky. We lost some Blenheims. That's unfortunate, and we don't do much damage. This is frustrating. And it doesn't help that we have what am I? Severe storms. That's the word I was trying to think of. Well, I mean, that should soften this up for our assault. Mostly tanks, anyway. You know, it occurs to me I did deliberate attack, not shock. I don't know that it matters. Okay, so I don't know. We've just got all sorts of bombing going on. But let me just explain. Kavieng and Lei, we're bombing the port in both of these places. Um, I mean, if he wants to use these ports for anything, including unloading supplies, it's going to be very slow. And part of the thought process here is, wow. Oh, okay. So the B-25Cs are ground attack because they do pretty decent work on the ground. We damage the port. Jalouit only has port facilities, and Mili only has air facilities. So we're kind of taking turns there. Now this is a ground attack, do very minimal damage. Wow, that was significant. Shortlands. Okay. Um, yeah. Just these small follow-up raids. When the moonlight gets better, we're gonna night bomb Quadrillane. All right, so because he had more fighters there over his ground troops in Burma, I'm kind of hoping we do some afternoon sweeps, shoot the rest of those uh, zeros down. Yeah, that's pretty damaging right there. Hmm. You know, he has not been bombing us. I am surprised, and he doesn't have any more zeros there, so it's moot. All right, so Help me out here and cross your fingers that we won't get attacked at Rangoon. Okay, so he's just bombarding us here. We should be okay. I even have reinforcements coming to this hex, but these guys should hold. My reinforcements should bump it up beyond, I think, 2,500, but right around 2,500 anyway. All right, we're coming to rescue you there at Wenchao. Kanxian. Yeah, this is where we have doubled his power. I don't really want to attack him. I don't know that that's going to do much. Not yet. I have troops coming for that to help out. Hopefully we'll throw him off guard. Maybe he won't expect us to be coming. I don't know. Oh, thank you. So he's just bombarding, but it looks like he's pulled out a bunch of stuff too. See, he only has, well, he has double what we have, but listen, all I have to do is put my troops in move mode, and I think they'll be out. Okay, we did do shock attack. Okay, that should clear it. I have the motorized brigade chasing him down. It's destroyed, so I can't chase him. Bummer. But that wipes out one of his units. Oh, bummer. I guess I hit him too hard. I didn't know what he had here. I mean, I didn't know I knew what he had, but I didn't know how big or strong it was as far as, like, see all this? I mean, we devastated it. So, I mean, man, okay. I was hoping to chase him into this hex here. Well, okay. Well, bummer. All right. Sometimes we win the bombardment battle and sometimes we lose it. Oh. All right. So I'm going to take, I don't know, a little bit longer than I normally do to talk about what happened this turn. Oh, and we'll plug it in. All right. I'm kind of confused. I mean, I don't really know. Oh, all right. Now I'm getting it. Okay, now I can see the picture. Okay. So this is my first time ever having, well, that I've noticed having one of those sync bugs. I've heard about them, and maybe I've had them without noticing, but now I get it. Okay, so let me show you something. This 122 to 1 shock attack, you know, similar modifiers. We don't wipe it out. He retreats, and we pursue. Okay. It's because we had something in this hex, and I was trying to figure out what happened here. How did we get in here? This was what we had pursuing, and here we are, right in the same hex. Now, he's trying to get out of there really fast. He could easily meet up with me and harm me. But if we can destroy this guy, we own this hex and have and these guys are going to be in danger of running out of supply. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to leave this hex here, which means that frees up all these troops to come up this way. So basically, it behooves us to kill this and then get out of here. And I might go this way, right? For multiple reasons. But then what I'm going to do is send somebody this way to reopen this hex side as well. He can have this hex, but it's clear, so he's going to have a hard time with our air superiority having anything positioned here. And if he wants to flood this, I mean, we'll just bomb that. Wherever he puts his troops, we'll bomb. We just can't do much with Rangoon because he can fly all the cap he wants from Tavoy. And by the way, I don't know if I've shown this to you guys before, but he has right now what we think is 177 fighters here. So basically, I cannot send unescorted bombers, and I don't have the range to fly from Bassine with 8. So we're kind of stuck in this area with air superiority all the way down to Mole Mine, but we can't go beyond that. Not yet. At least the way I'm positioned right now. So I apologize if I'm mismanaging something here, as I have this whole theater, but I'm not seeing a way to hit Tavoy except for night raids, I guess. That's always a possibility, and that's how I've done some of these beat 'em up before, is get some night raids in and then beat them up. But here's what we're gonna do: hit this as hard as we can, and then move into this hex here. Because it'll take too long to get from here to here. He can bring all this stuff up. It'll take him like 2 turns to get tank units to smash this, and there's no way we can get out of this hex in time. So like I said, we're going to destroy this unit, or at least kick it out with even more casualties, and then we'll extricate ourselves as well. In the meantime, see, these guys are all they've moved far enough. I believe I can do move mode and we can get out in 1 day. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay. If I do combat, two turns they'll get there, and that's okay, but I just don't want him to attack next turn and just knock us out. You can look at this. We took a couple of glancing blows, 4 system, that's it. So the British subs are very, very unfortunate, and yeah, it's just, this whole game has been that kind of thing. All right, so enough talk, enough rambling. This is kind of becoming very interesting to me anyway. All right, let's take a look at this and move on, because we got more things to do. All right, so yeah, I don't know what I was doing. Oh, wow, what the? All right, so the sync bug really screwed us. What happened? All right, according to this, none of our sweeps went after all. I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know how to read this. Is this right? Maybe it is. We lose 24 aircraft, he loses 3. How did that happen? So he loses 1-0 and we lose, wow, 17 vengeances. All right, because I guess I have no idea what to make of this anymore. This is beyond me. I may have to reach out and ask him what he sees. But let's look at our pilots. Wow, we just got shredded. I don't even know what to do with this data. It's we only sank 1, well, that we know of, 1 light cargo ship. Man, now I'm starting to think, did Rangoon was that just a bombardment after all? Yeah, it was still, according to this, it was just a bombardment. I don't know what to do with this, guy. Sorry. Let's move on, but maybe I'll talk about it the next segment of the video. Thanks. See you soon. Hello, everyone. Yeah, we're back on February 4. Okay, so kind of nervous about today. I have some cap, some sweeps, some bombings that may or may not I don't know. I guess losing losing a squadron plus of, wow, the tuna is getting destroyed. Um, Losing a bunch of those vengeances a day ago, especially not knowing that it even happened. One hit, but man, it was a bad one. I'll have to take a look hopefully I remember this time. All right, so we've got some high ASW ships here. Let's see if we can damage this thing. Does anybody know what these stars are for the rattles? There's like sometimes 1, sometimes 0, sometimes 5 stars, etc. I just wondered if it has an effect or if it's just for flavor. Yeah, I'm gonna move forward, but I would imagine these crew are pretty shaken up with all the rattles, but we only get 2 hits. Glancing blows mostly. All right, so he's bombarding. I don't know what effect that's going to have. I'm in move mode. I'm trying to get out of there. Are we going to stay in move mode or will that kick us out? I am guessing it'll kick us out of move mode. I hope we get out of there. I think he's going to attack us. But this is one of the reasons why I split up all the troops into multiple elements, because if he bombs or bombards and we sneak out of there, maybe we lose a lot of devices in one or more of those elements, but not the whole group. Also, another reason I'm nervous about this turn is I'm watching it, intrigued at what's going to happen, but I have no idea. Well, like this, for example, I have no idea if I'm going to have another sync bug. Okay, like this, we're doing okay, but are we going to have a sync bug? Lose a bunch of bombers again. All right, our recon didn't show any fighters here, but it could be fighters at base somewhere else flying long-range cap. The Mohawks are doing okay. This isn't their intended mission. Honestly, I didn't expect to encounter resistance here, but I did have sweeps just in case. Yeah, I'm expecting several of you to chastise me for using Mohawks, but I have cap different places in Burma that I kind of needed to scrape together some extra sweeps. Hopefully my P-38s go though. All right. Again, I don't even know if I'm just I guess that really affected my psyche, because if I have another sync bug here, why am I watching these battles, right? So I'm gonna just kind of knock this out. Let's see how we do. We lose a lot. Well, I don't know. It seems like we lost a few. He loses some zeros. Okay, and there again, if we're going to be able to shoot some of these guys down, great. But if we can't, if the sync bug comes and attacks us, might lose a lot of bombers again this turn. But here we go. My opponent did send me his combat report, so that I could use it to as my basis of understanding what happened. I have not looked at it like a kind of like spoiler. I didn't want the spoiler, so I have no idea. I'm watching this as same fresh, same as you. All right, so this is successful, but there again, yesterday was too, until it wasn't. One more. Let's go ahead and watch it. There we go. All right. And we're sweeping here because, well, we're bombing here and here. And if he wants to put some long-range cap up, we just want to make sure we're covered. All right, so there's all the sweeps. Heavy bombing. Heavy rain, that's going to affect our bombing. Now, the question is, are we going to fly in the AM or in the PM and get shredded? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. He's really using those bombers, that's for sure. All right, good. Again, unless there's a sync bug, we're getting some. Gonna be able to fly in without getting cap trapped here. All right, let's kind of get through this. I'm gonna miss what we hit on the ground, but it looks like we got a Val and a Tojo. Who knows what else? But look at all this damage to the base. We'll take it. We'll take it. Let's see if it holds. Oh man, another Val. It looks like he brought his carrier planes in here. Not sure what that's all about. But some more base hits and supply hits. We'll take those as well. Ooh, even got a Dina. Some of these auxiliary aircraft are hard to hit. Maybe just because they're not lining the airfield or bunched up. So, oh, we just, in that bombing raid, we found that there's a sub there. Not that that helps us right now. I don't know what he's got going on here. These were some destroyers coming down, but I'm not sure what their objective is. These twin engine are hitting the airbase here at Leh because I want to keep him pinned down without being able to build forts. Now he's probably already maxed out the forts, but also we're knocking out some of his supplies. I think it's going to be hard to supply all of this here. We have bombers on Navitech. I just don't know what they're doing or not. But we'll see. Maybe they'll go in the afternoon. And trust me, those who are wishing I would just get these invasions over with and stop just sitting here bombing, like kind of like camping in a video game or something. Really, I'm just I am, trust me, I'm as antsy as you are. I'm shuffling units into position so I can pull the trigger. It won't be long now, I promise. In the meantime, I figure, keep him on his toes, edge of his seat, keep him guessing. I don't know. He's probably got me pegged by now with all these predictable bombings, but he doesn't know where my transports are and where my amphibious task forces are we're staging from, um, and I every once in a while send out a bombardment raiding party. Okay. Yeah, these are pretty damaging, but what are you going to do? Okay. So this is PM. We didn't get in there during the AM, so now we're flying in, but there's zeros here. Let's see how we get through. It's good we have good defensive fire. We're basically driving him away, and he doesn't even get a shot off. Okay, we aborted all of them. Took no damage. Well, that again, man. I hope we're not bit by the sink bug. Because these are some good bombing raids, really. Some more aircraft destroy. You know, when I see these stats, I'm actually wondering if I did get bit by the sink bug, because I don't know that he has aircraft like this here. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just, I guess you get bit by this, I was going to say stink bug, but that's correct too. The stink bug, it's like, expect it every turn. I say that as if I've experienced. This is my first time playing a turn after the stink bug, so I don't know. All right, so let's get through this. We do destroy a few more aircraft. I mean, I don't expect to sink an E-boat, but it would have been nice. 4? I mean, I get 2 as you run away, but 4? That's a lot of torpedoes for an E-boat. Wasted, I mean. All right, here's this bombardment at Wuchang. We have a shock attack ourselves. In Burma, not here, not in China. I'm surprised he hasn't shifted some of these units down here to corral us and push us back into that Changsha area. Now he's bombarding, and look at that. We got out. Everything got out. So he'll take it. That's fine. But we got out. Yes. Unless, again, the sink bug. Everything's here. We should be able to draw reinforcements and build up. I'm gonna try to hold this, actually. We're fortifying it, and let me move on from this. But we're fortifying it, and he's gonna have to shock attack across into it. I think we'll be okay. We're shock attacking here. Should wipe it out or kick it out at least. Destroyed again, unless there's a sink bug. We destroyed it. I capped these 2 hexes because I didn't know if he was going to bomb Rangoon, but I thought he was going to bomb my troops here. This is clear terrain, but now I can zip northeast. I'll be cutting right now already. All this is cut off, so it's a wonderful thing. But yeah, this garrison unit is completely destroyed. All right, so I guess we'll find out shortly what the real results are. Cross our fingers, right? I mean, as watching it, I'm very satisfied with the turn. Now, by the way, these refits are only like 2 days, so yeah, it's not going to affect our plans at at all, basically. We're just getting better depth charge launchers, so that's all. Just a slight upgrade on our depth charge launchers. All right, couple reinforcements. All right, guys, I think we're okay with the turn as it is. Let me just say, I glanced at the casualties or the losses, at least air losses for now, and I'm comfortable with the results as far as accurate, as far as what we watched. It doesn't mean in every situation, but let's start here, and then we'll look at the other thing together. All right, so we got the Arizona, which historically sank. We shipped it off to Seattle and put it in dry dock there, and it is ready to go. We have another bombardment ship. We have 2 more battleships at Pearl that are still there. I mean, this is like a year and a half, and they're still sitting there trying to get their act together after since Pearl Harbor. But certainly I think we lost only 1 battleship, I think. And so all 7, we saved 7. 2 of the 7 are still trying to get repaired. Okay. But anyway, you can take a look at this if you so wish. And we got some kills here, which again, I can confirm, I believe that's pretty accurate. Got some ops losses probably here. Okay, so yeah, ASW, recon, all those things. Got a Wildcat crash. This was flying cap over Rangoon, but we don't have to cap Rangoon. That's going to be great. Actually, I think letting Rangoon fall is probably the best thing that's going to happen to me in this campaign, because now he'll capture it and we'll just mass bomb it. It'll be useless to him, and he won't be able to advance much beyond that. Or we're going to contest every hex all the way up if he does push. Okay, and as has been stated in other videos, in other comments, yes, we have air superiority, so we should be able to easily contest Burma, and he cannot bombard us anywhere else anymore. Okay, I mean, that's not true. I guess he could do Akiab, he could do some of those other things. But anyway. All right, let's see. We got a sub ready. Got these ships. Again, these will be refitted quickly. Not so much the British, but those some of them I'm really wanting to get converted into destroyer escorts with some much improved ASW. And by the way, believe it or not, we still do have some RN ships. I promise I haven't sank every last one of them. Okay. Okay, we have an upgrade. Low garrison. Okay, so we lose a VP, but the damage hopefully sticks, and he, just more things for him to repair. Okay. I guess this is saying on September 3/42, so basically like, I don't know, 5 months ago, we sank a cargo ship near Shortlands. And all right, so I've spent a lot of time just on this, but I was rambling as well. Number 84 Squadron. What is that? Let's go here and find out, right? Boomerangs. Okay, this is the first we've seen of boomerangs. Boomerang C-12 fighter bomber. So I don't know if some of these air factories switch over, but like for example, we have Whirlways and Beauforts here. Do they ever switch over? The reason I ask is because take a look at this, and again, I'm spending a lot of time here. But if we go just Australian, Boomerang, wow, I can't believe how much Australian stuff there is. So we actually have to scroll. Boomerang C12 zeros all the way across. So what it makes me wonder is if, maybe this upgrade too is the, okay, so the Whirlways will upgrade their factories to the Boomerang C12. Okay, so I answered my own question. I don't know when that's going to happen. Hopefully, I mean, really anytime. We've got 170 of these things and we don't need any more. Anyway, but you already probably had a sneak peek of this. We lost 7, he lost 36. So this is what I expected last run through, except for the 18 destroyed on field because we didn't bomb anything with air units on it. But this was a successful raid on Chiang Mai. I don't think he expected it. Well, I mean, he had some cap there, but he probably just has daily cap. But let's look at his stuff. 43, that's way off. But anyway, Tojo's, of course, he lost several, as well as zeros. Yeah, that's probably, I think, what, 12? Yeah, 12 and 18. So, sorry about that. So this is overstated, and this is quite a bit overstated as well. But you can take a look here. I don't understand Val's here, unless he was intending to use them in an offensive as dive bombers on the ground. Well, and I don't know the range of these, but they're not close enough to shore to hit our ships. Our ships have not been successful in that area, so maybe he doesn't need them for the ships. Anyway, for whatever reason, he had Vels there and Tojo's there. I thought he only had bombers there, but it looks like he had fighters and recon. Okay, but what about us? We did lose 2 Mohawks, but that was worth it. I'm very impressed with these little guys. They're also old, but maybe the pilots are well trained. And we did lose that F4 from ops, but we lost 0 P-38s, and our heavy bombers actually survived this turn without taking a loss. That's great. Okay, so that was a good turn in the air, and we wrong page. I am utterly shocked, not just because after losing 2 air-to-air, those Mohawks, but those pilots got out and I guess rescued by our ground forces or something. No, this was a good day all around. I can't really complain about the loss of 7 airframes if I didn't lose any pilots. Let's take a look at last month and quickly glance at anything we can glean here. Nothing new here. I mean, I think we saw this, but if you didn't see this, yeah, that's the losses at sea last turn. The day before. Okay, we do have some withdrawals we got to do. I just want to stop here because the Thomas Jefferson needs to be withdrawn, but that's 26 days away. But we do have to withdraw some battleships, and we won't get them repaired in time to, I don't think, to get them, well, it doesn't say on this page how long they're, I don't think. But anyway, all right, we had a gander of that. All right. I don't know that there's anything to talk about. what I'm doing is I'm basically pinning these bases down, keeping them basically completely wrecked for purposes of not being able to really do much there. His ground forces here and here and here are modest, so a division plus a tank battalion should take all three. And this, I don't know what he has, but I don't have to take it. It's kind of worthless. The reason I want this is the air base, this for the port, although what am I going to do? Just station guys here. And oh well, I could use it to base subs and you know, to as I advance my fleet base with my AKEs and things like that, I could base them here and keep pushing forward. But once I take like an Iwitalk and a Weetalk, well, first I got to take maybe I don't have to. I do have to take something that gives me a projection up into this area, because just back here isn't going to do it. I've got to get fighters up there. That's A, so man, that's pushing it. Maybe I have to take Bikini. Anyway, maybe just Namur. Yeah, that's a good airbase, and that's that's what I was looking at a second ago. But once I take an Iwitalk, then Ponape can be in my sights. Truck, I don't know. Depends on what he has, but I may bypass that as well. I think, look at that. From here to here, that's a long distance to leave. Well, what I would do probably is just smash this with heavy bombers. Smash this with heavy bombers and make it useless as a port and an airbase, and then man, we could just do whatever we want up here. But that's a few months away. Maybe early 44. I mean, I have kind of somewhat of a timeline that I want to stick to here. But Munda, and I know I've also gotten comments about whether I need to take all the bases. No, I don't. One of the reasons I'm taking these dot bases is to prevent him from using them. I don't think he is or will, but I can take these with raiders, right? So it's not like I'm doing mass landings in all these dot bases. The reason I did here in Russell is because my intent was to take it and hold it for good. So I just dropped a division here, knowing I was going to convert this into a major fighter base. But like some of these dot bases are not going to be invaded in the same way. So we'll just take Munda, Shortlands, and we'll be okay there. Yeah, likewise, I may bypass some of these New Guinea bases as well. And I'm not going to take all of these bases either. May not even take Rabaul, I'm not sure. I may do like historical and put some troops here and maybe let them walk here, or prepare an invasion force. These are our mines, but I don't even know. It looks like he might be coming into here. Hopefully he hits those mines. That I don't know how depleted they are already. You've seen the replay of the turn, the bombings and things. But just so you know, I'm just trying to keep all these bases with significant damage on them. The twin engines I'm using for these closer bases. And then the 4 engines I'm using for the things that are further away, further out. So anyway, just so you can see what's going on. This is an ACM. He doesn't want to put it in port because I'll smash it. And I don't want to waste a bombing raid for a naval attack. But look at this. We're well within range, 9. I'm not sure why our Mitchell 2s did not fly. We have them on 11 naval attack. So they could have hit this, but they didn't. All right, coming up here to the fun place. Well, because we got in here and took this, we're low on supplies. I'm not sure why supplies won't go down this track. I mean, I would think that this track, no Japanese are here. I'm not sure why we can't just rail back and forth supplies. So this should have a plethora of supplies, but it doesn't. And, maybe because of this, we've got a lot of supplies stuck here. I could probably drop that by 5K. I really do need to keep feeding it supplies from Akyab, get on the road and come down. But we secured this a day ago. We secured this today. Now I'm going to march up here. Now I could, okay, I think for now I'm going to stay here, although that'll require capping, and I want to be more offensive. And now, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to retreat. I'm going to run in here. Look at this. He has that hex side, but I can take that hex side. He'll follow me up here, but I'll destroy anything that comes up here. The problem is, if I don't destroy it, he'll come into this hex and reopen this supply link. So we're just going to keep this dance going forever. Unless, well, I mean, I guess I could, once I open this path, I could bring more troops this way and really hold this. Even though it's a clear terrain, he cannot dislodge us without air superiority. Because we'll just smash whatever's parked here. I don't know. Anyway, we beat this up, 89 air damage. Whatever's sitting here is probably damaged. And we may or may not want to hit that again. But see all these bases? He can't, I don't know why he can't repair them. They're just like devastated. Now this one, technically, I'm going to have to recount this. This one technically he could use, but that would be precarious. Anyway, I'm digressing. There's a Chinese corps that's heading up this road, and he's going to end up at Tungu, and maybe we can push him around, especially now that we've got him out of supply in this little area. All right, I think we're making progress, and while it's sad to let Rangoon go, you know what? I'm glad we survived. We've got all our supply. Oh, okay. So even though that the base is out of supply, well, has no supply, the troops do, and that's what's most important. And look at this. We already have 394 assault strength. I think that's a bump, unless we're just counting these base forces that were already here. And here again, we've got level 3 forts. And if he wants to come across and join us, maybe in a couple of days or 3 days, we'll have our AV back. But also, I still can't sweep this because it's not mine anymore. It's not mine. But look at that. He still has fires. I don't know if you can see that. 122 fires. The refinery, he still has refinery, but where's he going to get the oil? We don't have any oil coming from Magway. Anyway, it's very, very interesting, the situation now. So I've learned a ton about this operation. I would play it totally differently if we were to do it again. And if all things being equal, I would do this different. All right, now we'll take a look at China, and we're chasing him now, and he's running away. But we're gonna try to get in there. We might not beat him because he's got a head start. He'll probably get in here this turn, and we'll take probably 2 days to get from here to here. But we also are in here in force, and I think we're going to attack. And I'll combine everybody. We'll do all the things that we need to do to get this ready. I'll do a deliberate attack, nothing fancy, try to kick him out. But do you see this retreat path? He decided, okay, I got to either cover my rear, my line of communication, or I got to block him because he knows I'm coming to this area. Now, with divisions on the move and getting into these places, I don't know that I'm going to take it. But certainly I can pin him in here. And if he's pinned here to hold it, well, guess what? I can keep my war of maneuver and get into Nanking. I'm telling you, these Chinese, the role play here is these Chinese learned a lot from the Germans in the 30s, and they're ready to take it to Japan and get into this war of maneuver like the Germans taught them. And we'll see, though, if they're well enough equipped and have enough morale to actually make it happen. We know he has this hex, but we don't see him anymore. Yeah, I don't know. These guys are trying to escape to the northwest. I don't know if they will in time because we're being chased by some Japanese down here. Things like that. This guy is completely surrounded, but that's okay. They'll get wiped out, and see, the AV is quite low anyway. They'll come back nice and neat in Chungking, ready for action, probably up in this area. We've got enough forces down here. Well, not really. We could always use more. But look at this. We've got reinforcements sliding into Wuchang. Not sure if he knows that they're there. Well, this is the group army, but I mean, I've also got a corps coming as well. Okay, I have taken enough of your time. And one more interesting thing. We're going to slide down here, but we're taking our sweet time, it looks like. But look, it will be here next turn and far enough in the hex that hopefully we can beat him here, but I doubt because he has major road. But if I can get from here to here before he catches on, then he's trapped. There's no way he's getting out. And then we can defeat this. And then, hey, maybe explore and check out the coast here. But anyway, thanks for joining me. Sorry for taking your whole day with this video. But I'll be back and we'll review the 5th. Anyway, hope you're being entertained. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye.